Hello students, in our last video we had studied about series and parallel combination of capacitance, unit and definition of capacitance and some numerical questions. So today we will study further. This is the second lecture on capacitance. So first is behavior of capacitance with DC. DC, as you people know, DC is direct current. So whenever a capacitance is connected in a DC circuit, then what happens? Suppose this is a capacitor. It is connected with a DC voltage V. This is called a battery. This is the representation of cell. If number of cells are there, then it is called battery. And this is capacitance. C ka, for C, both the plates will show equal, and for a cell, one plate will show longer, other plate will show shorter. So this is the difference. In some books, C को ऐसे भी represent करते हैं. One plate will be straight, other plate will be curved. So don't confuse. Whenever we give a DC voltage to C, what will happen? I am telling about a steady state. Steady state. In transient conditions will be different, but in a steady state, whenever a voltage V is given to a capacitor, then capacitor also develop a voltage V in opposite direction to the supply voltage. In this supply voltage, this is positive, this is negative. So this will try to flow a current in this direction. But capacitor also develop the voltage V, this side positive, this side negative. So it will try to obstruct this current. This capacitance voltage will try to obstruct this current. So ultimately what will happen? There won't be any current flowing in the circuit. Neither this can flow any current in this circuit, and nor this capacitor will flow any current in this circuit. So ultimately the current in the circuit will be zero, and VC यानी कि voltage across capacitor will be V, but this V will be in opposite direction, to the supply voltage. In transient condition, what will happen, that we will study further. But in a steady state, in a DC circuit, capacitor will not allow any current to flow, and there will be the same voltage whatever we are supplying. This voltage only will develop across the capacitor also, but in opposite direction. Okay. So charging of a capacitor. In the same circuit, whatever I had drawn there, if we will connect a switch, suppose here is a switch and there will be a resistor, this is your supply voltage V, this is a switch that we can switch on and off, this is your R, this is your C. So whenever this switch is turned on, suppose this switch is turned on at t is equal to 0. When t is equal to 0, this switch is turned on. Then what will happen? Initially, as soon as the switch is turned on at t is equal to 0, the voltage across capacitor will be 0. Here we have studied the same voltage will come across the capacitor also, but this will come in steady state condition. But as soon as, just at the time of t is equal to 0, just when we switched on, that time voltage across capacitor will be 0. It will take some time to build up voltage, and current will be maximum. You can see in this figure, at t is equal to 0, voltage Vc is 0 and slowly it will rise. Slowly it will rise and current is maximum. Slowly it will fall. So what is the equation? Vc is equal to V into 1 minus e to the power minus t by t. And what is the equation for current? IC. Suppose this is the current IC. IC will be equal to I max into e to the power minus t by t. What is t here? In both the rules t has come. So t is called time constant. T is called time constant. In case of capacitance circuit, T is equal to RC. What is time constant of a capacitive circuit? RC. Why we are connecting this R in the circuit? In the previous circuit I have not shown R. Because at the time of T is equal to 0, current is maximum. To limit this current, we are connecting this resistance. Otherwise this current will be infinite. Very large amount of current will flow. To limit this current, what we are doing, we are connecting a resistance R in the series. So this is charging voltage, charging current and time constant. This time constant, how it is defined? You can see this point is called T. Here also this point is called T. They have been denoted by lambda. Lambda also you can denote. What is definition of T? Whenever the charging voltage reaches 0.632, it means 63.2% of the total voltage, that point is called time constant. Similarly, in case of current, whenever the current falls to 37% of the initial current, 37.8% of the initial current, that point only is called time constant. This point. Here, this point. Okay, so next is discharging of a capacitor. Now again I will make similar circuit. Suppose this is your supply voltage, this switch, resistance, capacitance. Again we are giving one switch and here any load is there, RL. This is your R, this is C, this also can be switched on. So at t is equal to 0, this switch is turned on and this switch is open. So no current will flow in this circuit. Capacitor will be charged after some time. This full voltage will come across this also. Here also voltage will be like this, positive and negative. But when this switch is opened and this switch is closed, means there is no charging current. This part is fully isolated. Now what will happen? This capacitor will discharge through this resistor. So what is the discharging equation? Charging के केस में, in case of charging, voltage was rising like this, Vc, when charging. When it will be discharging, that time what will happen? Voltage will fall. Why? Because some energy will be lost in the circuit. Here it is resistance, it is dissipating element. This will not store the voltage, this will dissipate the energy. So this voltage will keep on falling here in discharging. In case of charging, the current was falling, IC. In case of charging, in case of discharging, what will happen? The current will rise, IC will rise. So इसका just उल्टा यहाँ होता है. Charging, in case of charging, voltage was rising and current was falling. In case of discharging, voltage will fall and current will rise. So equation also will be opposite. What will be equation of V? Vc is equal to V into e to the power minus t by t, and IC will be equal to Im into 1 minus e to the power minus t by t. This equation e to the power minus t by t will always show reduction, and this equation 1 minus e to the power minus t by t will always show increment. So in case of discharging, current is increasing, that's why equation is 1 minus e to the power minus t by t, and voltage is falling, that's why it is having 1 V into e to the power minus t by t. What is t? T already told, t is time constant. Here also what will be time constant? Time constant will be RL into C. Time constant will always be RC in case of capacitive circuit. Okay, so next, behavior with AC. How a capacitor behaves with AC. In case of DC we have studied what will happen if you will give AC. This is the symbol of AC. So in case of AC, C will give a reactance. We have studied about resistance. In AC you will study about reactance also. C will give a reactance, that is called capacitive reactance. Capacitive reactance, and it is shown as Xc. Xc is equal to 1 by omega c or 1 by 2 pi fc. What is f? F is called frequency. You remember what is the frequency of DC? F for DC is equal to 0. So what will happen? Xc will be 1 by 0 or infinite. Means the capacitive reactance will be very high in case of DC. That's why it will block the current in DC. But in case of AC, F is 50 Hz or 100 Hz, whatever supply frequency is there. Normally 50 Hz only we will give. So Xc will be having some value, 2 pi fc will give some value. F is equal to 50, C, whatever C is there you can put, and you will get some value. So it will show some reactance, but it will not show infinite reactance. So in case of AC, there will always one current I will flow in the circuit. Always one current will flow, that is I. But what will happen to the current? In AC there is a phase. You remember one term called phase. For resistance, the current and voltage will be in same phase, but for capacitance, current and voltage will be 90 degree out of phase. So what will be the resultant? Resultant will be, if your supply voltage is here and IC will be 90 degree leading to supply voltage. 90 degree leading to supply voltage in case of AC. In case of DC, this IC will be 0, but in case of AC, this IC will lead voltage by 90 degree. So you should remember, a capacitor is not an open circuit in AC. It will give some reactance, but that will have a particular value. It will not be infinite. But for DC, the reactance is infinite. So only it will block the current. In AC it won't block, it will allow some current to flow, but that current will be 90 degree leading to the voltage. Okay, so next is energy stored in a capacitor. We are telling in case of DC, Here one resistor is there, capacitor is there, supply voltage is V. Here also V will come after some time. Okay, so whatever we supplied the energy, this voltage, whatever energy it is supplied, V into I, initially some current also flows now, so that is stored in this capacitor. Whatever energy is supplied by this voltage V, that is stored in this capacitor. So what is the energy it has stored? Energy is half CV square. This is a very important rule. You should always remember this because it will help you in solving questions in the examination. Now we remember Q is equal to CV, already studied. So here what we can write, E is equal to half CV into V. CV को Q लिख सकते हैं, so 1/2 Q into V. और भी इसको ब्रेक कर सकते हैं. If you want to write 1/2 Q, what we can write for V? For V we can write Q by C. From here you can calculate V is equal to Q by C. So again what it will come? Half Q square by C or Q square by 2C. So energy stored in a capacitor is half CV square or half Q into V or Q square by 2C. Whatever is given in the question you can use. If C and V both are given, you can use this rule. If Q and V is given, you can use this rule. If Q and C is given, you can use this rule. But capacitor always stores some energy. That energy is given by this formula and you should remember this. Okay. In the next lecture, we will study about inductance. So I will see you in next lecture. Thank you.